All right, I'd like to call this meeting Board of Adjustments on August 27th, 2013 to order. Roll call of members. My name is Brad Walker, Chairman, President. Ms. Kathy Desidier, Vice Chairman.
Present.
Mr. Jim Cecil.
Present.
Mr. Mike Bro.
Present.
And Mr. Willie Robinson is not present. All right. At this time, I'd like to open it up for public comment period. If anybody has anything to say for or against the Board of Adjustments, please come forward. If you're here for an actual agenda item, we'll have a public comment period for each agenda item. Anybody want to speak? It's going to be a quiet night tonight. All right, closing public comment period. Do I hear a motion to accept the minutes of the July 23rd meeting?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All right. Motion by Mr. Jim Cecil, second by Mr. Mike Bro, to approve the acceptance of the minutes of the July 23rd, 2013 meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Do I hear a motion to accept the written decisions of July 23rd?
So moved.
All right. Second?
Second.
Okay. Got a motion by Mr. Jim Cecil, second by Mr. Mike Bro, to approve the written decisions of the July 23rd, 2013 meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. At this time, we'll start the variance. Zoning Review ID 2345.13 for Lot B-2 for Michael Broussard Sr., located on the east side of Bro Road, approximately 700 feet north of LA Highway 621. Is there here somebody that's a request? Just come up front and tell us, get sworn in, and tell us what you'd like to do. She's going to swear you in real quick.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
All right. Tell us what you're trying to do.
Plan to build a 50 by 60 big shed with it's gonna be a big dog yard and with it, and just a workshop to replace what I got there. And I don't want it too far to the front. It's the 50 foot depth of it is put it too close to the front of the house. So I'm asking for about 8 foot to go further back into the 20 feet limit you got there. Basically, that's it.
Okay. Any questions, Maureen? Kathy?
From the end of your concrete drive, how far is it? I mean, I see on the picture, you currently have something already built that's like,
It's all been piecemeal together over the last 30 years. I'm planning on doing away with the whole shooting match and build something that's gonna cover it. When I go feed dogs or go work in my workshop, I can get to it without getting in the rain.
okay.
Basically,
And-
that's what it is.
My question is from the driveway to the new building, how far is that?
From the driveway to, it's gonna, where you see the front of the building is, where the back of my house is,
Right.
it's gonna go from there back.
Okay, I guess some of these drawings are confusing me, that's why I'm asking. Okay. Oh, okay, okay.
It's basically replacing everything that's there, but it's gonna be a little bit wider. In fact, part of my dog yard is already in the variance, but it's been there for years. I just wanna put something nicer.
Okay. Any other questions, Mike? All right, have a seat. We're going to open up public comment period. If anybody has anything for or against this variance, please come forward.
Quiet night.
Just for record, on public comment period, there was a letter. There's a letter from Mr. Byron Gotro in our packet that says he has no objection to this variance. All right. Anybody else? All right, closing public comment period. Do I hear a motion?
I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to approve this variance due to is in harmony of the general purpose of that property.
There a second?
I'd second that also, Brad.
All right. All right, approve, a motion to approve as written by Mr. Jim Cecil, second by Mr. Mike Brew. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, variance is approved. All right, next zoning review ID 2346.13 for lot 218 for the Oak subdivision, third filing for Kyle Jody Turkweet, located on the east side of Rains Drive, approximately 300 feet north of Parker Road. All right,
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
please state your name and tell us what you're trying to do.
Kyle Turkley, and wanting to build a 24 by 24 building in my backyard. But the way the driveway's poured, it's right on the property line. So I'm going to try and be about 2 foot off the property line.
Do you currently have something there?
ma'am.
Because when I look, is it a truck or something
Yes,
maybe that
ma'am.
was parked in the picture?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And how tall is this 24 by 24
10 feet.
building going to be?
10 feet. 10
10
feet tall.
feet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and is it going to be of the same roof
It's gonna-
as your home?
It's going to be a metal roof.
Okay, so it's going to be a metal roof?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
the entire building's going to be metal?
Yes, ma'am.
No brick, no
No,
nothing?
ma'am. It might be brick later on, but at this particular time, I'm not planning on putting brick.
Okay, and there is actual room for you to go over some from the fence. Is that correct?
If I go over the 5 feet, it's gonna be,
No, not necessarily the 4 feet, I mean the 5 feet, but I'm asking, do you have some room there that you can move it slightly away from the fence?
2 foot's gonna put me 2 foot off the edge of my driveway. And I'm gonna, if I go to 5 feet, I'll be further behind the house, making it harder to, I'll have to pour a driveway at an angle to get in there.
Okay,
So I'm wanting to go straight off my driveway.
And there is a wooden fence. What kind of fence is right there next to it?
It's a wooden fence.
Wouldn't.
Any other questions?
So is the 10-foot height of the walls, or is that the pitch?
That's the height of the walls, and then it's gonna have a slight pitch to it, but not much. I think it's,
Let's take care of the eaves.
4 foot at the highest point,
And then how much overhang
That's
is
the way I
on the,
look at it right here.
hardly,
These eaves when we go across.
maybe 2 inches.
Let me ask you a question on your eaves. The way I look at it from this Google Earth here, if your eaves are not gonna go past that fence.
No, sir. No, sir.
The reason being is your neighbor would have a problem with that, and so would I.
Well, I spoke to him, he said he wouldn't have a problem with it being right up against the fence.
Well, still, you know,
Yes.
your eaves do bother me, and, I mean, I'm looking at the 24 by 24 shop garage and on this Google Earth, and if it's, your eaves is right up against that fence, you're gonna erode that fence.
I have a drawing of the building showing the eaves.
yeah, why don't you let us see that? if you
Look,
don't
just put it
mind.
right down the camera right there.
Is that a shadow on the thing?
Yeah, on the satellite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shadow of the fence.
It's a better one up top.
Okay, so part of the issue is the garage door is actually in the center of the building.
Yep, well, it's gonna be, that's a 8-foot door. I have a 16-foot door, and the edge of my door is gonna be 2 foot from the sidewall.
Okay, so you're gonna have a much larger door
Yes,
than
ma'am.
what's being showed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I mean, I agree with you, to be honest with you. I do agree with your philosophy, is have, because the driveway is straight back, and you obviously
Yes.
want to centerize it, and that makes sense. But my biggest concern here, once again, is your neighbor. Even though you tell me that you've talked to me,
Yes.
I don't see any letters in here
But
from
we got to
him.
open public comment period.
Huh?
The neighbor might be here.
Okay.
And then, but
I can pour concrete between the shop and the fence to solve any erosion problems.
well, that's my biggest concern, because I
Yes.
know that, you know,
Yes,
as much rain as we do get,
Yes.
and the more rain that comes off that building, which you're saying is a tin roof,
yes,
is going to be coming off there pretty fast.
yes,
And not in case you're going to put gutters up. Are you going to put any gutters up?
yes, sir, eventually. I haven't ordered the gutters just yet.
All right, you want to open up the public comment period?
No, I have no further.
All right, have a seat. We're going to open up the public comment period. Anybody has anything for or against this variance, please come forward.
Nobody.
All right, closing public comment period. Motion, discussion.
My whole problem with buildings going right up next to a fence line, or all the water is gonna go into somebody else's yard. I'm inclined, if you put gutters and make it a condition, that we allow it, but are you gonna be willing to do that?
That's why I said it had to be a condition,
Yeah.
because
Well, only-
eventually, if the neighbor sells his house,
Well, no, but
Right.
that's my issue, is that he sells his, the other
Right.
neighbor sells it, and then all of a
Right.
sudden you don't like the neighbor next to you.
right,
Yeah.
and they're going to complain. But if he puts gutters up, I don't have a problem with it, as long as he has gutters up when you construct the building,
Yes,
okay? That's just that one side on the fence.
Yes.
That's the only stipulation I would have,
okay.
because
Well,
believe me.
he's gonna kinda have to put gutters across
Right.
so
but-
that it goes
but
into
that gives
his
him the
own
option.
yard. Yeah.
Right, but that gives him right now, it would give him an opportunity to order
Yes,
additional gutters, but as he makes the building built, he has to have that one side for sure, gutters,
Okay.
and routed to your yard.
yes,
So am I hearing a motion?
Okay, I'm gonna move that we, give you the variance and allow you to construct the building 1 foot off of the property line with the stipulation that the building be constructed with gutters that take the water drainage from that side and retain it in your own yard.
that's fine.
Is that acceptable?
Yes, I'm gonna
Do I hear a second?
pour my slab.
I second the motion.
Okay, got a motion by Ms. Kathy Desideer, second by Mr. Jim Cecil, to approve the 1 foot variance, with the stipulation that gutters will be added to the side, and all water will be retained in the, owner's yard. Do I hear, all in favor?
Uh,
Aye.
All right, motion passes with stipulations. All right, next zoning review ID, 2347.13 for lot 22 in Spanish Oaks subdivision for Casey Cooperage, located at the east side of Spanish Oak Boulevard, approximately 650 feet south of Swamp Road. Somebody here to go ahead and get sworn in?
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
State your name and what you're trying to do.
Casey Cubbage. I'm asking for a variance of 9.5 feet to my back neighbor's property to have an extension. I'm actually going to build an extension of my house for an outdoor kitchen. And it's actually at just one point. My yard kind of, it has a weird
Yeah.
jut
Oh,
off.
yeah.
So At one point, it's 9.5, and at the front point, it's like 22 and something feet.
Right.
All right. Any questions?
Yeah, I think-
Yes, I do have a question. Again, I'm gonna go back to what I said last month. There's a difference between an outside kitchen and a pool house, okay? Now, is this gonna be actually an outside kitchen where you have to have, gas lines, electric lines?
Yes, sir.
Stuff like that, right?
It's going to be, I'm going to.
How about a bathroom?
Yes, yes, sir. I'm going to extend my roof line from my house, so I'm going to come off the pitch of my house, and that's going to be, it's going to be attached to my house. That shows that it probably the drawing you had is a separate building. Is that the pool? But it was
That's
going
his
to be
pool.
butted up to it, but I just decided to make it look a lot better by joining the roof line.
That and you don't have an insurance problem.
Right, right.
Okay. Any other questions?
No.
All right. Okay, have a seat. We'll open the public comment period. Anybody has anything for or against this variance, please come forward. All right, closing public comment period. Do I hear a motion?
I'm going to move that due to the unique shape of his lot, that we grant the variance as written.
Okay, do I hear a second?
Second.
Second that, Brad.
Jim beat you. All right, got a motion to approve as written by Ms. Kathy Desideer, second by Mr. Jim Cecil. All those in favor?
All right.
Aye.
All right, motion passes. All right, last zoning review ID 2348.13 at lot 4-A-3-B, formerly partition of the Lewis Moran subdivision for Jeremy Moore, located on the south side of Leroy Howe Road, approximately 850 feet west of A.J. Rouillet Road.
Right hand, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
James Fowler, representing the Moore family in the following subdivision.
Okay.
There's enough acreage there, but part of it's inside the right-of-way. So we're asking for a variance on the lot size. We have the required, I think this is the zoning only requires 90 feet. We got 106 across the front. It's just roughly, what is it, a tenth of an acre? Not even a tenth. Is it a tenth? Yeah. A tenth of an acre falls within the right-of-way. So we have to bring it before y'all to get approval.
Okay. Any questions? And they're just splitting that one lot into two?
Yeah, they're trying to sell the house, and they possibly will be building another lot.
Okay.
But possibly, you gotta excuse me, I can't hear all this here, so.
Possibly, probably gonna be building another lot, trying to sell the house.
Okay. Question? All right, have a seat. We'll open up public comment period. Anybody has anything for or against the zoning review ID, please come forward. Oh, okay. Do I hear a motion?
I'm going to move that we approve as written in order to sell the existing home. I don't see anywhere else they could, I mean, they're already trying to get it as close as they can to the lot size. And I think it'll still be conducive with the size of the other lots.
Okay, do I hear a second?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mike got it.
Mike got it this time. Then Mike had it.
And so I'm gonna shorten what Kathy said, and there's a motion to approve as written. Okay. From Ms. Kathy Desdear, second by Mr. Mike Bro. All those in favor?
All right.
All right, motion passes.
Thank you.
Do we have any old business?
Nope,
No old business?
nope,
Any new business?
nope.
No, other than we're still looking for members.
Other than we are still looking for 2 additional members. Not gonna get additional members if y'all keep approving everybody. So,
Oh,
usually the
that'd
only
be
people that
mean.
join us
I'm
is if you
sorry.
get denied and you don't like it, you come on this board, okay, to change things, okay? I think that's the majority, some of us have been in that, I know I have.
They may be seeing what a wonderful job we're doing and want to come on the board
Yeah, that's you.
to continue the same.
You get the support of a great staff down there, okay, if you'd like to come on board, yeah. So, if you want to come on board on our Board of Adjustments, we have 2 positions left, open, so please come and contact Lance Brock, at the Planning and Zoning. Tell him, yeah, I want to be on the Board of Adjustments, and he'll walk you through all the, stuff you got to go through to get on the board. So, anyway, that's my commercial. If there's no other business, motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All right, got a motion by Mr. Jim Cecil, second by Mr. Mike Bro to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, we done.